Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with Pattercrafts, and today I'm here to share with you the cards I made using the Flavor of the Month card kit by Scrapping for Less. This is for February of 2018, and the theme is Castles and Dreams. If you'd like to see everything I received in my kit, you can check out my unboxing video. If you want to know more about the kits from Scrapping for Less, check out their website. I'll put a link below in the description box. So let's get on with the cards I made. So I make 4 cards from each one of the collections, and there are 4 collections in each monthly kit. So for the first collection, the paper was Dragon Tales by Doodlebug Designs, and we also received a half sheet of icon stickers. So it's mostly what you're going to see in these cards. We did receive a stamp set with a dragon and a sentiment. You'll see that here. I didn't really use the sequins. And I totally forgot about the metal brads. I have this little container that I had put out here. Sometimes I use it when I have a bunch of little things and my desk is cluttered and I don't want to lose them. And that's what I did with those. And I didn't even realize that they were still sitting in there until I was all done, all these cards. But when I do my February cards where I mix everything together, I'll use them then. But without further ado, so here is one of the cards I made using collection 1, the pattern paper, and one of the sheets of pattern paper had 6 of these. They were either scenes or sentiments, so I did cut those down to use those, and this is one of the little scenes, and I used some of the star icons from the icon sticker sheet. And inside I used one of the icon, well, it's one scene, but it was not one sticker. This little dragon. He is so adorable. So that was one of the cards. Here's another one. Again, used pattern paper, the icon sticker, and here's the little dragon from this collection. I stamped him and colored him with some Spectrum Noir markers and cut him out using my scan and cut. On the inside of this card, I just stamped the sentiment that came with that dragon stamp. So super cute. This one here, I use sketch number 1. Now, if you're familiar with Scrapping for Less, you'll know that every month there's a sketch sheet that you can download and print off to use. I love it because they include the measurements, so it really makes it a little bit easier to use sketches. So this is my interpretation of sketch number 1. Used 1, 2, 3, so like 3 of the pattern papers that came in this collection and more of the icon stickers, and this is all I used for sequins for this kit, or this collection, not the kit, but the collection. And on the inside of this card, I just used some more of those icon stickers. And the last one from this collection is this card here. Again, used many of the pattern papers, another one of those scene images from the papers, and here's our little dragon again. And on the inside of this one, I just put a white mat with some matching pattern paper. These cards, I did use a lot of pattern paper, so I don't have a whole lot of that left. But it was really fun to use. The next collection was probably one of my favorites because it was so bright, so cheerful, so much fun for me. And the paper from this collection is Fairy Tales by Doodlebug Designs. And we also received a half sheet of the icon stickers. So I loved this pattern paper, but I didn't want to make a whole card of it, so I made this little shaker element to put on here. I don't know if you can see, but I did put some Wink of Stella around that to give it a little shimmer, and this sticker Magical is from the icon sticker sheet. On the inside, I used the sentiment that we received with the stamp set, and just a strip of the pattern paper and a little heart from the icon sticker sheet. Unfortunately, with these 4 cards, the papers and the icon stickers were so much fun. I think I only used the stamp set once, and I loved the stamp set, don't get me wrong, but the paper and the icon stickers were just too adorable. So this is card number 2. I loved this paper, but I thought it was a little too much to make it the whole background, so this one's a little less bright. Added a little strip of flowers here, and this is one of the icon stickers that they put on there. I don't know if you can see, but I put some Wink of Stella on the unicorn. I think it's a unicorn. What do you think? Do you think it's a unicorn? And then I added 2 of the hearts here, and I put some glossy accents on the hearts just to give them a little shine, a little something extra, because I did just use stickers. Card number 3, told you I loved that sketch number 1, so this is my interpretation of it for this card. These were stickers from the icon, all of these. Sticker sheet, pattern paper. I added Wink of Stella to all of the stickers on this card and added glossy accents to the balloons to kind of make them look like balloons. And on the inside of this card is this birthday sticker that came with the icon sticker sheet. There is no happy on it, at least not on my half. So I will dig through my stamps and I will look for a happy to stamp up here, but I love this birthday part. So I love how big it is. I love the colors. So there's that. And here is the last card from this collection. Now, these first 2 collections, I did use a lot of the pattern paper. So I had to get creative on this one because I didn't really have enough or a big enough piece of paper left to cut to fit this. So what I did is I took the small elements from the stamp set and I used some Versamark ink and clear embossing powder, which I found a new bottle in my stash, so it does not have the flecks of white in it. It's just clear, and I just kind of made my own pattern on the card base. Used these 2 pattern papers, this little bright strip here, some sequins. This is a sticker from the icon sticker sheet. I added some Wink of Stella to that, and this is the stamp from the stamp set, or one of the stamps. And again, I colored with my Spectrum Noir markers. I put Wink of Stella all over him or her and added some glossy accents to the little horn there. So that is the 4th card from that collection. The next collection was using papers from Echo Park called Once Upon a Prince. These cards are kind of simple because it took me so much time to color the stamp. And I love the stamp, but there were a lot of I guess little details. I mean, it doesn't really look like much, but for somebody who doesn't color generally, it took me probably 2 hours to color 4 of these images, and I think they all came out really great. I'm really happy with how they all came out, but they're kind of simple. So I loved this book paper that we received, or at least I received in this kit, and the sentiment that went along with this stamp says, "No one is too old for fairy tales." I thought it was perfect to go with the books, and I colored our little knight or prince and our little princess This card is a shaker card. I loved the little woods, and I thought it'd be a great little background for a little princess and knight slash prince. I'm not sure, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, he's cute. Added one of the stickers that I received from this collection right up here in the corner. And this is all just pattern paper that came in the collection. Did I do anything on the inside? I think these just all have blank white mats because there weren't really any sticker sheets, and I didn't want to use too much of my pattern paper at the moment. So there's this card here, and isn't that so sparkly? This is the gold mesh. Now, I wasn't sure how this was going to adhere on here, so I used a lot of multi-matte medium. I basically ran it down every other row. It is on here really well. I loved this star paper, so I didn't really want to do too much to cover it up. And I thought this gold mesh matched perfectly with these little stars. And when this is the first one I colored. I didn't really realize this might have been all like armor, so I colored him like in these brown colors, but I still think he's adorable. Maybe he got home from work and just forgot to take his hat off. Anyway, it's super cute. I love that one. It's one of my favorites. And then this one here, I loved this paper, you know, let's see, Never Grow Up, Save the Kingdom, Charming, Once Upon a Time up here, Noble, Hero, Brave. So I had this sticker that said Prince. I had these two little arrows, and then I just hand wrote my. This is another strip of pattern paper, and then here's our little kids again. So those are the 4 cards from that collection. Lastly, we have Once Upon a Time Princess by Echo Park. So these are the 4 cards I used with this one. This again is my take on sketch number 4. These 2 are pattern paper. This is a piece of the cardstock that came with the kit, a little enamel sticker that came with the collection, and our little princess here. So I colored her and then added Wink of Stella to her little hat and her dress. And I don't think I did anything on the inside of these ones either. Here is just all different pattern papers with this sticker icon that says Dream. I thought this book paper went perfectly with this paper. Did not put our little princess on there. I thought about maybe putting her here. I don't even think I have. But anyway, I thought about it, and I still might eventually. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I actually go to use the card. And just a white mat on the inside. Here is another card using one of the sketches. This is my interpretation of sketch number 3. Not exact because I didn't have enough pattern papers for all of these elements, but it was fun and kind of stressful for me all at the same time, only because I'm not used, or my style anyway, isn't using tons of different pattern papers and layering them all on one card. However, I did have a lot of fun with this one, trying to find, because like this was a scrap, this was a scrap, this is a scrap. So I did find ways that I could use these little scraps, and I thought, you know, since it is a paper pad collection. They all coordinate just fine together. So anyway, this is my interpretation. Here's our little princess again. And again, I colored her with some Spectrum Noir markers and added Wink of Stella to give her a little glitter, little shine. And here's the last card I made. And this is kind of similar to one of the sketches from a previous kit. So I really liked this paper here. So I really want to use it again. And put our little princess right in the middle of it. Here are her books and little knight. Kind of simple again. But I find when I spend a ton of time coloring these images, which I'm starting to like, because I'm not finding it quite as difficult. And you know what they say, practice makes perfect, so I'll just keep doing it. And I keep getting a little bit better and a little bit better. But those are the cards I made using the card kit. Now, very quickly, I will go over what I have left. What I have left, I do have 1/2 for a card base. I have a couple little scraps of the card stock that we received. So I do have that left. In this kit number 1, or collection 1, I have obviously the stamp set. I do have lots of icon stickers still. Here's some of those cutouts from the pattern paper. And this is pretty much it for scraps. Like this first collection, I went to town on that paper. And there are those little brads I told you I forgot about. They're in there. Collection number 2. Again, I don't have much paper left, but I definitely have a little bit more than the last one. I have all those buttons that came with it. Here's the stamp set. I only have like this rainbow. I know you can't see that, but I pretty much just have this, and I think like 2 stars in there. The sequins, and these are just images that I cut out that I thought I would use, because kind of what I do with the kits is I take out the stamp set from each of them, I stamp them all out, and then I cut them all out with my Scan and Cut. I was so happy I finally was able to get one of those at the end of January. I'd been saving my Etsy money to get that, or for my sales, and it has been amazing. Definitely some learning curve on how to cut something, cut some stamps, but overall, this is what I have left for collection number 3. I have some pattern papers left, some bigger pieces here in the back. I have the stamp set, the sequins, and I still have some of that gold mesh, and quite a bit of it. I think I could probably do something similar, just more in a portrait style with the amount that I have left. So you do get a good amount of that. And for those of you wondering, the multi-matte medium was great for gluing that onto the paper, because you can't even see the glue. And it's on there. I didn't warp the paper as much as I thought it would either, for as much as I used. And with the last kit, I do have a full sheet of pattern paper left. Some scraps, the sequins, and of course the stamp set to add to my collection. Well, that is it for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. But until next time, bye.